How much should I spend on Google Ads? I get this question a lot. Is $50 per month enough? Is $10,000 enough? How much is enough? How much is too little? These are all great questions, and there is a correct answer. So today, we're going to stop all the guesswork because in this video, I'll break down exactly how much you should spend on Google Ads or what your ideal ad spend should be. I'll cover 3 different methods that you can use to arrive at an optimal Google Ads monthly budget that makes sense for your situation. So stick around. This could make or break your marketing strategy. But before I get into the heart of this video, let me briefly introduce myself. I'm Toby Danilchuk with 39 Celsius Web Marketing Consulting, and I've been actively involved in digital marketing for over 20 years. So Google Ads budgets have been a part of all my projects. If you find this video helpful, please give me a like on the video and subscribe to my channel for more actionable digital marketing tips. And if you need help with your digital marketing for your business, please contact me and my team now at 951-444-0174 or email me at toby@39celsius.com. And don't forget to check the video description below for links related to related posts. Okay, back to the content. First up is Google Ad spend based on the growth you're looking for the stage your business is in. I put businesses into 3 buckets. The first bucket is a well-established business that is not looking for growth in sales, but instead just wants to maintain sales. We call these businesses cash cows, where the owner wants to maximize the cash he takes out of the business while keeping sales consistent. As such, a cash cow business spends modestly on advertising, relatively speaking, approximately 5% or less of sales on advertising on Google Ads. Now, Google Ads is often one of the best returns on investment of any advertising tactics that you can do. If your ad budget is modest, I recommend putting most of it in Google Ads, where you will have the highest return. For Google Ads, a modest budget for a small business is less than $1,000 a month, which means your sales are approximately $20,000 or less per month. The next business type is not looking to maintain, but instead looking for growth in sales year over year, month over month. I refer to these types of businesses as growth mode businesses. At this stage, you're investing between 5 and 15% of sales into advertising because you're trading short-term profits for long-term investments that will pay dividends. Now, for illustrative purposes, let's assume you have $50,000 per month in sales. Then the range of ad spend to achieve more aggressive sales growth is between $2,500 per month, so 5% of sales, up to $7,500 per month in Google Ads, or 15% of sales. Finally, the third type of business is in rocket growth mode. You're a new business and want to grow sales as quickly as possible. In this mode, you're pouring 20% or more of your sales into advertising to capture as many new sales as possible. Now, if you're a new business, basing your advertising spend on a percentage of sales doesn't make sense since your sales are low. So base this number off your year-end projected monthly sales as an example. But for sure, what you don't want to do is just wait until sales grow enough before investing in advertising. If you want to grow fast, you have to invest in promoting your company through advertising, which is even more crucial when you're a new business. Here's a short story to illustrate my point. A fast casual Italian restaurant near me had been open for 5 years and just recently closed its doors. Now, who doesn't like pizza and pasta? Small businesses pour their heart and soul into the business, and it can be crushing to have to close down. But this restaurant wasn't in the best strip mall in terms of traffic volume, but it was adjacent to suburban neighborhoods where the homes were all over $1 million. But did anyone ever see a Google ad from this company? No. They did no advertising. In 5 years, they never ran ads. They only relied on drive-by traffic and their location, which in most retail businesses, location alone is insufficient for your growth. You have to advertising. Even more disappointing was that it was a half a mile from a high school with nearly 4,000 students and never ran ads. As painful as it can be, always keep your ads going with something. Never stop. Every sale, every ad impression with a customer builds your brand. Okay, stay with me here. Let's move on to my second method of identifying your ideal Google Ads budget based on your sales goals. Let's say you want to add $10,000 more a month in sales. If your average order is $100 and it costs you $10 to convert each prospect to a sale, you need 100 new sales to hit the additional $10,000 in sales, and you'll spend about $1,000 on ads to get there since it costs $10 for a new lead or a customer. I'm just giving you an example numbers here, but it's imperative that you have your digital plumbing in place to track conversions so that you know what it costs to acquire a new customer and to make your Google Ads accountable. Many businesses don't have this set up, and I have a link to an additional post and video setting up conversion tracking, so be sure to check that out if you're unclear how to set that up with Google Ads, or reach out to me directly and we provide a service for setting up conversion tracking for you. But here's how you can estimate your ideal Google Ads budget from your sales goals if you don't have any information. All you need to do is a bit of research. Using the free Google Keyword Planner, Google Ads, look up the cost per click for search terms in your niche. Here's an example for medical weight loss and related searches. The cost per click ranges from approximately $3 to $16. Next, we need to estimate the conversion rate of Google ad clicks to actual leads. If you're unsure of what a reasonable conversion rate is for your website and you don't have the data, go to an AI program like Gemini or ChatGPT and ask. Here's what Gemini came back with for our example. So, my cost per click is between $3 and $16. Then for our estimated conversion rate, let's split the difference between what ChatGPT gave us and say our conversion rate is 6%, which means our cost per lead is roughly between $50 and $267. With these numbers, I can now figure out how to arrive at my optimal Google ad spend based on my goals. So let's say your goal is to grow sales by $5,000 per month and your average sale is $1,000. Then I need 5 new leads to hit my sales goals. If leads cost between $50 and $267, I need to spend between $250 and $1,300 in Google Ads per month to achieve my sales goals. But suppose you don't know what it costs to acquire a new customer. And in that case, another way is to estimate based on the numbers from your P&L or your income statement. Just divide your marketing or advertising monthly spend by the number of new customers per month over the last 12 months or so. You get a rough estimate of the historical cost to acquire a new customer. Then use that number to help you back into what you should be spending per month to achieve your sales goal. And the third and final way to arrive at your ideal Google Ads budget is to benchmark it against others in your industry or similar businesses. You're not operating in a vacuum, so knowing what's typical for your niche can help guide you. Now, this isn't always easy since you will have to dig for these data, but many of our clients base their Google Ads budgets on what others in the industry are spending, which we provide to them as clients. Finally, here's my advice with your Google Ads budget. Never stop advertising your business, ever. Out of sight, out of mind is the old adage. If you have to pull back or reduce your spend, then pull back on the ad spend, but don't stop if you want to grow. Successful businesses always keep their brand visible, even during slower seasons. So there you have it, 3 different methods to determine exactly how much you should spend on Google Ads. First was a percentage of sales that goes into your Google Ads budget based on the type of growth you're seeking. The second method was to back into your ad spend based on your sales goals and use the estimates of your cost per conversion, cost per click from Google Ads traffic, and then finally estimate how much you should be spending on Google Ads based on what others in your niche or similar niches are spending. But remember, your return is directly proportional to your investment. Larger ad spends mean more exposure, more traffic, and more sales. So I hope that helped you identify how much you should spend with Google Ads. But if you're still unsure or have more questions on SEO, PPC, Google Ads, or digital marketing, please contact me now. We can help you grow sales. Just call me at 951-444-0174 or email me at toby@39celsius.com. And a friendly reminder that if you found this video helpful, don't forget to click like on the video and subscribe to my channel for more actionable digital marketing tips and strategies. And until next time, we'll see you online.